Hi, my name is Isabel. I'm 28, and I would say that I have a very, very, very high libido. And somebody asked me today, how do you increase your libido? How do you get it up? So we're going to talk about the fact how you increase your libido, especially as a young woman, because it's sometimes hard, because I feel like the world pressure is a lot, and it's very difficult to find a man who is actually attractive and to find material that gets you off, or to be comfortable in your body because of all this pressure to be pretty and skinny and whatever, and you're never good enough, and you can never relax, and life is so heavy, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about it, because I would say that I have found a way which is works pretty well, I'd say. So first of all, where does libido come from, you know? When are we in the state that we want to F, you know? I would say, in my personal experience, the state where we feel most at ease and comfortable in our own bodies is the moment where, depending on the week of the cycle, we feel hot, you know, in heat, you could say. So when I had gained lots of weight, when I was unhealthy, when I was chronically ill, when I was sad, when I was depressed, when I was struggling with mental health, you know, when I was not healthy, when I was sick, I was usually had a pretty low libido. You know, there were some episodes of high functioning depression where I was extremely horny all the time, but that was usually not the case. Usually when I was pretty much when I had eczema, you know, when I was looking very patched and blotchy and rough from the outside, I obviously found myself so ugly that I didn't want to have intercourse, never. But when I started getting better, and then, for example, after pregnancy, when I started getting healthier and stronger, and I work out a lot, I eat well, I sleep well, I dress well, I am at my thin, strong physical peak, I meditate a lot, I spend time with my own body, I look at it naked, I have tried to be more in it, you know? The more in it you are with your body, the more you want it, and the better your orgasms feel, you know? So it is very difficult to let yourself loose in a sexual situation if you are detached from your own body, you know? If you have body dysmorphia, if you feel uncomfortable with your body, if you see your body and it shocks you, surprises you, disgusts you, you know? There are solutions, obviously, to feeling well with your body, because it doesn't really, I'm not saying lose weight and do sports and stuff like that. No. This is more of a mind thing, because I have felt comfortable with my body at all sizes. It is just that I'm the strongest in the second. Maybe that's why I say it. Doesn't have anything to do with size, though. So things you can do is spend more time naked in your apartment or on the naked beach or something. You're going to see normal, regular bodies in the sauna, for example. Spend more time naked. Be naked with yourself. Look at yourself, you know. Look at your body. Look at your hands. Look at your arms. Look at yourself in the mirror. And give yourself compliments. And maybe you shouldn't look in the mirror all the time, not step on a scale and stuff like that. Like, don't try to measure yourself. Don't try to find yourself pretty. Just try to find it normal to be sitting with yourself naked, I want to say, you know. Since I've been living in Germany, Eastern Germany predominantly, I go to the beach very often, and nobody here wears any sort of swimming gear, you know. We go to the beach, take the clothes off, and then we sit there, and then we swim and sit there in the sun. And each time that I look around myself, everybody is naked. And I see big breasts, small breasts, wide hips, small hips, long legs, short legs, wide necks, long hair, blue eyes, brown eyes, burnt skin, pale skin, big feet, hair, no hair. And it doesn't matter. And it has made me very, very confident and comfortable in my own body, realizing that nobody actually looks perfect, you know? Even the people who, at the beginning, when they are clothed, they look like these perfect Instagram skinny models. The more time that they sit naked on the beach next to me, the more that I realize that we actually look quite similar, or not. And it doesn't matter, you know? That's the first thing that you can do to increase your libido. Second is, if you do sports regularly, as in you move your body and you actually use it and you exercise a lot, it makes me horny, you know? It makes me want to do more physical stuff, because I have gotten my body to the physical limit during training. And so in the evening when I come home, I feel like I could do it again, you know? Third one is feel accomplishment in your life. Either feel seen by your partner on an eye level. If you don't have a partner, that doesn't matter. Or you feel accomplishment as in, I don't know, rock that project, have a great presentation, have a very nice work day. I don't know, if you lecture classes, give excellent classes, you know, if you ride horses, whatever, do some show jumping, I don't know, do something that in your daily life feels like you made it today, because this feeling of I made it, I did it, I'm so great, you know, keep that dialogue running, say I made it, I got it, I'm sexy, you know, dress well for the office, dress good, dress in clothes that make you feel strong and skinny and sexy and hot, and I don't know, show your neck, whatever. Next one is you could apply some makeup maybe and some perfume, something that you feel feels sexy. Another tip that I forgot at the beginning, but it's the most important one, is masturbate a lot. You know, the more you increase, you know, because people always say that, oh, masturbation desensitizes you. But I have felt that when I masturbate every day, I'm also wanting it every day. So a way to increase my own libido was to just actually increase the action that I got. And so if I went one day without it, I'm actually hungry for it, you know. Another thing you can do is live according to your cycle, because you know that when we have our period, we are pretty low on desire, and then it increases, and then when we reach the when you release the egg, what's it called? The Eisprung. Oh, I forgot the name of it. But the thing is that around this period, we begin to become incredibly horny. Like this build up, these first 2 weeks after your period. Take that as a chance of getting wilder and wilder and wilder and wilder every day. Other things you can do to increase not only your libido but your orgasms could be to meditate and to breathe and to breathing exercises, especially with your lower belly, and combining this with things like Pilates, for example, yoga, breathing stuff, sitting around, touching the earth, feeling yourself, you know. When you want to have a powerful orgasm, you should be feeling your torso, the entirety of your torso, your hips, your belly, you know, actually feel it, actually experience things throughout your whole body. Close your eyes, breathe through your own body, you know. You could also increase your libido by stop consuming pornography, pictures, stories, anything, you know. Deprive yourself of it. Pornography is very bad for your brain. Changes the chemical brain structure. Sorry, I didn't want to yawn, but it's been a long day. Pornography changes your chemical brain structure, your physical brain structure too. So if you watch too much of it, it's possible that your brain changes and you lose libido, you know. So, dress sexy. Get into the physical shape that you like. Spend some time naked. Masturbate often. Don't consume materials. And I don't know. I sometimes sit on the bus and imagine people naked, because I feel like imagining them having sex makes them sort of soft and vulnerable to me. Not that I sexualize everyone around me. That's not the way that I do it. I'm not objectifying anyone. I sometimes imagine people around me naked or having sex, because I feel like when you have sex and when you are naked, you are the most raw, real and vulnerable version of yourself, and it gives me a great deal of kindness and compassion for other people. But maybe imagining some kinds of people naked can make you very horny. I don't know. I've actually never tried. I've actually never imagined somebody naked to get horny, but I've heard that it helps. I don't know. And have sex more often with more different people, or with somebody who you can have great chemistry with. I don't know. I wish you the best. This is a very nice mission to embark on. Hit me up or comment if you want a video on how to get better orgasms, because I definitely have things to say.